We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 59, Mike. Check, 59. I know he ain't got it. Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Echo.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Kill. Check.
Leo.
Block taking the snap at 1. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Check 15. Motion.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out of it. Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check. Greystone, travel. Hey, seam 6.
Mike, check 59.
On first down, Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, Watson flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson off play action. Steps away to his left. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Get set! 24, 19! 54. All day, dog. 31.
On 1st down, Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Watson to throw again. And this one complete to Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Block off of play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Here we go.
After the sack on first down, Locke, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Go. 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, come on, come on, Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 39. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Open man is Michael Thomas. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Whip, 80 weapon. Watch the whip. Undercrunch. Watch the shit.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go. 59. Mike's 59. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Mike's 5'9". Now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Eckler. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Blue draw Corker. Hey, Sam off. Hit it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Looking long for his tight end Reed. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, zoom. Ready?
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Watson now to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. It's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lock going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-armed throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
You're set. Right team. 24. 24 is down. He's coming. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That's complete to Slayton. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, pick it up. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
25. Check. 29. 25.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Watson. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
We're set. 19. I 59. Here we go. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Alert. Motion. Pump.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now it's Watson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
54. Hey. 59. Off. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Hey. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Here we go. 30 base. You get block me. Hey. High 7. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Y'all playing 9. Showing it.
After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Watch out. Check, Mike 59. Mike 54. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Looking long for Thomas. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here I come.
A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he has paid it off in a big, big way.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in, already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. Operating from the gun, Watson. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Alert 3. 24. Sponge. Hey, alert. Go. Orbit. 55.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready. Check, 59. Get ready.
Now. On the ground, it's Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, exit.
From the 38, Locke. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Touchdown, Washington! Michael Thomas, 38 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw again on 2nd down. Full. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. Foles. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that's certainly... Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Redskins scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
All all these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Washington Redskins first down.
Ready? 60 or.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready?
Lock now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Redskins. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
That's the score, Redskins 56.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Locke. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Thomas, 33 yards. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A gain there of 30 big ones. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Echo.
Now Foles. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
One. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. You go.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Throwing on first down is Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw it is Locke. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Locke now on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Locke now to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Redskins 70, Seahawks 6.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here we go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down at the 28. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Deeper.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Get off the field. Here we go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
13. Let's go. 80 weapon.
McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.